In this video, we will see how to sketch a vector field. So we're just given 3 different vector fields here, and we want to sketch them and see what they look like. So, the first one we have f of xy is minus yx. So let's start by drawing some axes. And what I like to do is just pick a few points, very simple points, and plug them in and see what we get. And then hopefully we start to see a pattern. So let's start with like 1, 0. So here I'm doing xy as 1, 0. Then at this point the vector field is, so minus y, in this case is 0, and x is 1. So 0, 1. So that's a vector that just points straight up with the length 1. So when we draw vector fields, we draw the base of the vector at the point xy. So we plug xy into the function, see what vector we get, and we just draw that vector, but we draw the base of it at the point that we plugged in, not at the origin. And so we just do this with several points, enough that we start to see a pattern. So let's do the point 0, 1. So here we would get minus 1, comma 0. So that points straight to the left with length 1. If we plug in negative 1, 0, we get 0, minus 1. So it points straight down with length 1. And if we plug in 0, minus 1, we get 1, 0, which points right with length 1. And similarly, if we go out distance 2, we get the same things, but just twice as long. Maybe let's just plug in a few more points in between to see what happens. If we plug in, say, 1, 1, what do we get? We get minus 1, 1, which points like this, diagonally. Similarly over here, if we plug in minus 1, 1, we get minus 1, minus 1, which points like that. If we plug in minus 1, minus 1, we get 1, minus 1, which points diagonally like this. And if we plug in 1, minus 1, we'll get this vector. So as you can see, the vectors sort of spin around the origin. Wherever they are, they point counterclockwise around the origin, and the length is proportional to how far the base point is away from the origin. So here's a picture of this vector field with a lot more points filled in. If we were to draw a lot more arrows and be a little more detailed, it would look something like this. And again, as you can see, they always point counterclockwise, and they get smaller as you get close to the origin, and bigger as you get farther away. Okay. So let's do the same thing for parts B and C, maybe be a little quicker about it. So part B, y, x minus y. I'm going to pick pretty much the same points as before. If I pick 1, 0, then maybe I'll make a table here. X, Y, F of X, Y. I pick 1, 0, get y, and x minus y. So that points straight up. If I pick this point, 0, 1, I get y, x minus y. So 1 minus 1, it points to the right and down. How about if I pick negative 1, 0? I get 0, negative 1. So it just points down. If I pick 0, minus 1, what do I get? Negative 1, 1. So it points diagonally back this way. Okay, well, we can't really see what's going on yet. We haven't really picked enough points. Let's go out farther. If I pick 2, 0, I'm going to get 0, 2. So this just points up and longer. Same thing here. Point down and longer. What if I pick 0, 2? Then I get 2, negative 2. So again, it points diagonally that way. Similarly, this will just be longer. Let's pick some stuff out here. About negative 1, 1. And I'll get 1, negative 2. So it's to the right 1 and down 2. So like this. If I pick this 1, minus 1, get minus 1, 2. So like that. How about if I pick 1, 1? And I'll get 1, 0. So in this case, points straight to the right. Okay, it's getting kind of hard to see what this one is doing because we're starting to have a lot of arrows all over the place. But we could sit and do more and more and more, and this is the picture that we would start to see. So just like we saw in the picture we were drawing by hand, along the x-axis over here, they all point up, and they get longer as we go to the right. Here along the x-axis they point down and get longer as we go to the left. And just as we were seeing, along the y-axis they point diagonally down. Along this diagonal line they more or less point straight to the right. And so everything we were seeing in the picture we see here, this is just much more detailed. If you started to pick more and more points here, you might start to see this pattern. But we didn't get very far away from the origin. Okay, finally, let's try to draw part C, XY. Okay, this is probably the easiest of the three. At 1, 0, it's 1, 0, so it points to the right. 0, 1, it's 0, 1, it points up. Here it points to the left. Here it points down. At 1, 1, it's 1, 1, so on. So this one's actually very simple. The vectors just always point away from the origin, and they get longer and longer the farther away you go. So you'll see something like this. The arrows are short near the origin and get longer as you get farther away, and they always point out, away from the center.